Alright guys, welcome back to the fourth and final video of our Garmin GTN 650 750 training. Now this part of the video is what I call the bells and whistle of this system. Okay, not everything on this part you're going to use, but there are a couple of features on this section I'm about to show you that I want you to be familiar with, so that when the time comes for you to use it, you can use it. All right, let's get into it. The first thing is I want to go home. Okay, I don't want to click back, but just press this home button, and again it will bring you here. So that home button, that's what it does. Wherever you are in this system, just click home and it will bring you home. All right, so the first thing, we're starting from the left to the right, top to bottom. Okay, so the first thing on here is your map page. Okay, your map page, you click on it. Of course, that is exactly what it wants us to do, right? You want to see the map, right? Now the map page is this whole area. Now let's think about it as a restaurant. You walk into the restaurant by clicking this icon, but when you're in the restaurant, you need to order. Now you have to go to the menu to find what is in the restaurant, right? What the restaurant offers. So this big first home page is the restaurant. We enter the restaurant. This is where we can sit down, right? But if we want to order something, we have to go to the menu. Okay, so click on the menu. In the menu now, there's a lot of stuff you can do with that map page. So right now the background of that map is green, right? If I don't want it green, I can click on here to make it dark, but I don't like that. Again, it's all preference. Okay, you don't come in here messing with things and then you get lost. Just make sure the traffic icon is always up. Okay, now if you want terrain, you can click on terrain, and when you click on terrain, see, because we're sitting on the ground, the terrain is above us, so it says red, you're about to run into it. But when you take off, it will start with yellow, then as you get away from the terrain, it turns to red. Back to the menu, and if you want to put in next red weather, radar, whatever you want to turn on here, you can turn on here. Okay, while we're still in this menu, I want us to go to the right where they say map setup. Map setup is where you can set up either track up or north up. The difference between track up and north up is this: track up, the whole map will change to the direction oriented. It will orientate with the direction you are going. Let's say you're going to the west. All you see in front of you will be west. Now it is you to determine where north is, where east is, where south is. Okay, north up will always keep the map straight up north. You know, if you're going to the east, when you look up, you're gonna see north. Okay, that's what north up and track up. I use both of them. Okay, when I like to keep it on north up or track up when I take off. Okay, when I am when I get into the cross country phase, and then I can send it to change it to track up. So to change it, you type here, you come to map, make sure the map is on, and if you want to change anything, airspace, land, just don't mess with this a lot. So for the most part, we're gonna be here. Okay, north up, say orientation. So right now I have it on track up, so I'm gonna click on it, and if I want it on north up, the whole map will be switched. Let's see. Now have you noticed something different? When it's in track up, this aircraft is looking up, and this pink line is to your left. Now let me go back and change it to track up. Right now it's in north up. Your north will always be here, right? Let me go back in and change it to track up, you're gonna see the difference. Let's come here. See how the whole thing changed. Now south is up. Now the aircraft, the ping line is to your left. First with north up, it will be to your right. Why? Because we flipping this compass for this north that is on the bottom to show here. So there's sometimes it get confused when you have track up. You really don't know if you're going north or where north is, where south is. So keep it north up if that is easy for you, or track up is that is easy for you. This is where we change it. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Now we have map user field. Okay, later on down when you start doing cross country, you're gonna use this a lot. So let's talk about it just a little bit. This is the user field we're talking about. You see what they have DTK and they have a number. That DTK is your desired track. So it's where your airport is, pretty much. The route when you take your airport is gonna be. The track TRK is where your heading is, your aircraft nose is. Okay. In flight, you want your TDK and your heading with calm weather should be the same. Okay, but if you correcting for wind correction angle, it might not be, it might be like maybe 5 or 10 degree different, because that will be the difference in your wind correction angle. Okay, down here you have your GS, which is your ground speed. We're not moving, so it says 0. And to the right of it, I have my DS, my distance to my next waypoint. Now if you have 5, 6, 7 waypoint, this distance will not be the waypoint to you, the distance to your airport. It will be the distance to the next waypoint. You can also change it. So this is what we're going to change in user map user. There you go. Fields. Okay. So when you let's change user field. See now everything is black, right? So now we can click on it. Let's say where I have my desired track, I want to change it to ETA to destination. Now it got my ETA to my time to my destination in there. And if I want to change my ground speed to whatever I want, GPS altitude, now it's showing my GPS altitude. So this is where you change it, and when you're done, you just go back. Now it stays the same. Okay, that is your user field. And now if you get lost and confused, just go ahead and click restore to default, and this is my default. This is the default from the Garmin factory. Okay, now this sliders to the right of it tells you how much detail you want on the map. When you have the most, is clutter. For me, I like to keep it on 75%. It gives me everything I need without being cluttered. You can decide to bring it all the way here, and this here will only show your airplane, no airports, nothing. This might show your airplane and a couple of airports. This shows a lot more things that you need to be aware of, like terrain and stuff, but it's not too cluttered where it needs to show your low altitude airway and all of that thing that you don't need. Okay, that is the map and that is the menu. Okay, for that map. So again, I'm going to go home. Let's go to traffic. Well, when I'm out in the practice area, when you go in the practice area, you want to see traffic. Okay, so change it from map to traffic, so that way you have situation awareness. Okay, anything in this 24 black is 24. Anything inside here, this is your aircraft right here with that triangle. Anything inside of this small circle, it is like 12 nautical mile away from you, so you need to be vigilant. All right, we'll go back home. Terrain. Last time I showed you how to put up terrain, but if you fly in the mountain area, around mountain, you want to find out where the terrains are, how close you are to the terrain, bring the terrain page on. And weather, again, if you have this feature, XM weather layout, radar, whatever you want to see on your screen, you can see it. This will be what is in front of you, right? What on your route, what you have. I think is this what 40-degree looking. All right. Let's come to home charts. Let's say we on the runway. Oh, did we take out the chart from? Okay, let's say if we are on an airport that has a chart, it will be here. No departure chart available. Why did I? Okay, there you go. I had it on departure chart. But anyway, if you are on the runway, right, you want the taxiway diagram, the airport diagram. This is where you can also, this will be a great thing to use from now on when we're on the ground. This, instead of zooming that map in, this is what we're going to be using now. Okay, and you can choose to make it full and zoom in and out. Okay, that way, again, another form of situation awareness, right? Where you're going and where things are. And flight plan, let's say you're going from here to, it says State Swinborough, and you stop into 5 different airports along their route. This is where you put your waypoint. Okay, we can just click add waypoint and enter add more waypoint. If you want 5, 6 waypoint, this is where you enter the waypoints. All right, I'm not going to talk about procedure because we are VFR now. Since we have 2 you guys already know how to use it. Since we have 2 GPS unit, we have one with COM1, one with COM2. I always have their COM2 on the nearest, right? We want to keep this COM2 on the nearest airport so we know which airport we are near, and if we need to monitor their frequency, we can click the airport and go to frequencies, information, frequency, and listen to their frequency. Okay, and if you get lost and you copy down the wrong center or approach, you can you can come here on the center. It is ARTC. There's a center, and you can get a frequency off of here. Apart from there, this is if you want to see which one is the nearest airport airspace you are. You click on it. But for the big part, we're gonna be using the nearest airport. Okay. For now. Okay, we'll come back home and waypoint information. If we want to see information on the airport, the runway, and all of that, this is where we'll come. We're going to learn more about this in our cross-country planning, but it is good also to know it now. Okay, procedure, we don't need to worry about it. I just come here. They have runway 32, runway 2. Okay, and this is we can get a lot of information about it, the location, the fuel elevation, if they have fuel, they have avgas and jet. So this makes things easier for us while flying. We can focus more on flying. All right, utilities. Oh, okay, how I set up the message that's blinking on me here, schedule launch time. How I set it up, I went to the utility and message, schedule message, and this is where we add message. So for you guys, we really don't need, we already set it up for you guys in the aircraft. The big thing will be the fuel tank switch. Okay, I just added this thing for I could go ahead and delete that message from here. But if you come in and let's see, the message is not there, we can create it and message switch 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 fuel tank. Okay, and then click enter. We can set up the event, I always set it on here, and then I see what that thing was blinking at. I set it up on 30 seconds, but it's 30 minutes. Okay, you hit enter. That's it. Apart from it, there's all already news in here for now. When we get into that cross-country planning and field planning, we can use this. Oh yes, since we have GPS, if we want to know the airport we're going to, we're going to have RAM. But this right here already, I don't want to get you into it because we haven't gotten to that point here. Okay, this is for instrument stuff. Now one thing though, let's go to system. One thing though, I want you to, since we use the GPS, we want to make sure our GPS range is good. Okay, we come here and see how much GPS we have, signal we have a bunch of it. Okay, remember we need minimum of 4. All right guys, this is it for this video. Again, I call this a 650 750 because it is the same unit pretty much. The 650 is just smaller than the 750, but everything is the same. So let me show you guys what I mean. You already have it in the aircraft, but for those who are who only have the 650 and they don't have the 750 and they're wondering, it's the same thing. So just give me a second. Let me put up the 650 and I will be right back. All right guys, there we go. Same thing, right? Same screen. The 650 is just smaller than the 750. Same thing, same 4 button, 1 2 3 4. Okay, see the home button is here and the direct button is here, and this other button we saw on the 750. Continued, bring you to the field area. Okay, you click on here, you put your 48. If you want to set it, you set it here, and then we set 48 and click enter. 34, enter, go back. If we go to 48 count, we click enter. Here I like to set it again at 11 gallon, whatever your fuel flow is, set it on there, click enter. Same thing. I think the big difference between 650 and 750 is this. You see
Pause. System test okay.
Okay, you see the COM and COM. Okay, on the 750 we have a box for COM and a box for nav. But now it's both of them are in here. In order to switch it from COM to nav, again we use this big button, right? We push it in. When you push it in, if this thing is not working, let me see what's going on. Okay, it's not working, but if you push it in, you'll see this was turned from COM to NAV, and then the same thing. So that's the big thing that's on this thing. Okay, from here we can go to menu, and the same sliders is right here. Map layer, okay, map setup, track up, north up is the same thing. So 650 is the same exact unit as the 750, is just smaller. But guys, it's been a long road. This is the end of the video, and I hope you learned something from this tutorial. And if you have question, my student, you know how to reach to me. Text me, call me. For those who are online watching this, if you have any question, please leave a message, a comment below, and we can try to answer as much question as possible. But until next time, be safe out there, have fun flying, and always remember to keep the blue side up. Peace.